Hello, welcome to Johnny English. We're back doing our videos to help you to improve in the way that you speak English, to perhaps just give you more confidence, as well as teaching you vocabulary, ways of saying things, just to help you feel more comfortable in general using the language of English that you are learning to speak. Now, in the UK, this last weekend, after the worldwide pandemic lockdown has been lifted a little bit more, it was the turn of the hairdressers and the pubs in the UK to open their doors to receive customers once again. So I thought it would be a bit of fun just to teach you some words, some vocabulary that you might encounter in both of these situations. So first of all, I thought we could talk today about the hairdressers. Men in England generally would go to a barber because a hairdresser traditionally is something that is used by women to create hairstyles, etc. Maybe prepare them for a special occasion, a wedding or an anniversary or a party, whatever that might be. Whereas men have traditionally gone to a barber, usually another man who cuts their hair and creates their usual style of hair. So what kind of vocabulary would you encounter at the hairdresser, the barber? Well, the thing that they use to cut your hair could be scissors. There are different types of scissors. There are just normal scissors, cutting scissors. And then there is such a thing as thinning scissors, which are used to take the thickness out of your hair. You might also have something called clippers, the electric thing that is used to cut your hair short, a machine that usually has different attachments to give you different lengths of haircut when they use it to shave your head closer, tighter haircut. Then there is a razor. Maybe a razor is used to men have beards, they sometimes use it to take hair off the neck, and sometimes men go and have a shave at the barbers and they use a razor to do that. So those are some of the things that they might use. Shaving foam, so stuff that you put on your face to make it easier to take the hair off. And then there are various hair products, wax and gel to create the look that you want from your hair. So there are scissors, there are clippers, razors, combs, brushes. All these are implements that you might use in the barbers when you go to have your haircut. So what kind of styles might there be that you have at the barbers or the hairdresser? So there's many choices. So for example, a short haircut all over would be called a crew cut. It's traditional maybe for soldiers to have a crew cut, really short hair, easy to maintain, no problems with looking after it. And you just go to the barber and say, can I have a crew cut? And he just takes a machine, a razor, clippers, and he just takes it all off. Then you could have something like a comb over. So sometimes there's a very famous footballer that used to have a comb over. So the hair starts here and they go bald on top, a little bit like myself. But they get hair like this and then they comb it over to try and hide the fact that they're losing their hair. That's a comb over. Then there are some other types of cuts that have been made famous by various people at various times. So maybe if it's short at the sides but stands up and then it's flat, that's just simply called a flat top. A flat top. If you have hair on your forehead here, long hair that comes down, a little bit like this, it'd be called a fringe. A fringe. So that's something else that people like to have. So maybe I'd like you to take the hair off at the sides, short on the sides, short on the back, a bit on the top, and I'd like a fringe. So that's how you describe going to the barbers if you wanted that kind of style. If you comb your hair back like this and you have a nice wave here, you might call it a quiff. A quiff that just describes this wavy bit of hair that goes off your head off your forehead onto the back. So there are many options. Maybe if you have a line here and you comb it, very popular now to have a very sharp line in your hair, and that's called a parting. So those are just some words that we might encounter at the barbers. So whatever choice of haircut you have, whether you like a short back and sides, whether you like a flat top, whether you like to wear a fringe, maybe you like to grow your hair and have dreads or dreadlocks. Whatever your choice, I hope you are happy that you can now go back to the barbers. Here in Poland, we have been going back now for maybe a month, and I know it was a big relief to many people to be able to go back and have a haircut. But those are some of the words you might encounter in the UK when you go to the barbers. And tomorrow we're going to talk about different ways that we will describe going out for a drink and some of the words associated with drinking that we might hear in the UK. So thanks again for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you next time.